Thank you, Chairman. Well, we're talking about farmers' contributions to renewable energy, and they fall into three main categories: solar, wind and anaerobic digesters. Solar would split into two. We've seen areas of up to 100 hectares covered in panels, which is turning agricultural land into an industrial site. Fortunately, these things aren't too tall. They don't make noise or smell or smoke, which helps. On the other hand, this is expensive electricity, and all of this will have to be dismantled at one stage. They're much better on the roofs of buildings, particularly livestock buildings, where they can use the electricity generated immediately. And so the obvious example of that is a poultry unit in the summer, and a solar panel on the roof of that can help power the cooling fan. So that's an obvious way to use it. One can at least say for solar energy the efficiency is increasing. It's gone up from about 9% to 13%. I understand there's room for it to get up to about 19%. Well, it will genuinely compete against fossil fuels on its own. So there is perhaps a little bit of scope for solar. Wind really is a complete no-no. These enormous turbines really blight the countryside. The electricity generated is very unreliable and unpredictable. They kill birds on a very regular basis. There's simply no place for them in the countryside at all. The other method that farmers are getting involved in are AD plants, and these split, in my opinion, into good and bad. The good ones are where intensive livestock the muck from an intensive livestock unit goes immediately into a digester where they use the electricity back on the unit. This takes the smell out of the muck, and I think is a very good idea. On the other hand, you go to the other side of the coin where people are planting maize, which ultimately will go into an aerobic digester. This maize soaks up energy in its production. I understand it can be up to 6 times as much energy is needed to produce this maize, and it releases ultimately as energy. This is an absolute waste of time and a complete waste of land. Of course, all this is about vilifying carbon dioxide, and farmers should realise that without carbon dioxide, they haven't got a farm. Thank you.